Kitco News, special coverage of the DCentral Miami Conference, is brought to you by Cook Finance, a revolution in DeFi asset management.
We're speaking now with the CEO and founder of one of the most popular games in the DeFi space, Splinterlands, Aggie or Aggroed. Welcome to the show, welcome to Kitco.
Thanks for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Hey, pleasure to talk with a fellow gamer. I love video games. I don't have as much time as I used to when I was a kid playing video games these days, which is why I've never played Splinterlands. I'm ashamed to admit it because it's huge. And you have how many followers now?
So we have 1.4 million registered gamers, 750,000 have purchased a spellbook, and I've maxed out a little over 500,000 daily active users.
It's got more active daily users than Top Shelf, right?
Yeah, I mean, NBA Top Shot and a lot of the Ethereum games, they generate tons of money, but they don't always have a ton of users. So yeah, in terms of like most popular dApps or most used dApps in the world, we're one of the top ones.
I want to show the camera these cards. So you just gave me not this one. You just gave me an access card for your game. So tell me about Splinterlands.
So Splinterlands is a trading card game where you can play anytime, trade anytime, or earn every win. And it's a way for players to get a gentle entry into cryptocurrencies. We really like cryptocurrency. To me is the best tool in the world to go spread peace, prosperity, and freedom. But it's not the easiest thing to get into. And so we really wanted to build a game that would allow players to find their way into the cryptocurrency ecosystem. They're just here to play a game, but they stay for this kind of life-altering cryptocurrency experience and community.
I don't know if you can zoom in here. This is what it looks like on the card here. Blockchain-based collectible card game. Own and battle with unique, valuable digital assets. I'm not going to show the other side because it's got my code on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to have to download this. Thanks for the free sign up, by the way. Explain the game. What is this game?
So it's similar to a lot of the other games. So if you look at it, you've ever played Pokemon, Hearthstone,
I play Pokemon, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh, those kinds of games. You purchase cards, you battle with them, but here there's all the benefits. So like physical games were great because you could trade them, but they were obnoxious because there were only so many parts of the day that you could actually play. School had to be open, the store had to be open, your brother had to be awake, that's when you could actually play. For the when the games went digital, that made it really convenient, but the Web 2.0 games don't let you own anything. So, I spent hundreds of dollars purchasing Hearthstone, but when I stopped playing, I didn't get anything back. It's just money gone. Whereas with Splinterlands, you can play anytime because it's internet-based. You can trade anytime because the cards themselves are NFTs. So you can trade the NFTs on a secondary market and you can earn. So there's cryptocurrencies that we built and NFTs that are part of the game that when you're playing and winning, you're actually earning prizes. So it's, you can play anytime, trade anytime, and earn every win.
All right. Before we get into the game again, tell me about the gamified business model, because some people in the emerging markets, for example, like Philippines, they are actually using this as their livelihood.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I mean, it'll work in first world countries too if you have a high quality deck. The whole thing is that in our game, if you win a battle, you earn cryptocurrency. And there's a whole ranking system. When you double your rank, you octuple your rewards. So there's a lot of pressure to try to rank your cards up so that you can have the best deck. And then once you have the best deck, it allows you to win a fair amount of money. I was just looking, not even the highest ranked players are winning about $4 a match right now. And you can do that up to 25 times a day before it starts tapering off. And so, you can win something like $100 a day, even not at like the most expensive tier, and do that. A lot of people don't make $100 a day. So, the fact that this game is popular enough people are fighting over the cards, enough people are fighting over the rewards, you can earn a significant amount of money. Then you're also getting NFT drops on top of it. Then you're also getting governance token drops. Then you're also getting tournaments. And there's ways that all these things start compounding. And I got doctors in third world countries that will tell me I make more money playing Splinterlands than I do as a doctor in my country.
Okay, that's incredible and sad at the same time.
And that's some of what we're finding.
Exactly.
we want economic opportunity for everybody. And through this game, this is why I think that we can spread peace and spread prosperity. We give capital access to people that can't normally get it.
How much do NFTs sell for?
Our most expensive one, we sold land, and you could buy a region of land, which was 1,000 plots, and that sold for $800,000. The most expensive card in the game sold for $50,000, but we also have things that sell for like 22 cents. So like we're on a gas-free chain.
What's the difference between a 22-cent NFT and a 50,000 one?
How many powers and abilities it has, and how many situations it's useful in. Normally, these card games, you only have one common rule set. And when you only have one rule set, you get one set of cards that are better than everything else. In our game, the rules are constantly changing. So you have a core set of rules, but then it's like, well, here's some special rules. Here's a monocap. These teams are allowed, these teams aren't. And it changes every single match, which means some cards are more useful in some situations, some are more useful in others, and some have like a lot of utility in many of those matches.
Okay, and the cryptocurrency that you earn, what is that token called?
So there's a couple. We have something like a stable coin. It's not quite stable, but we have dark energy crystals. So when you're winning matches, you're earning dark energy crystals. When you're trading cards on the market, you're trading your cards for dark energy crystals. And it's like any other in-game currency, except that ours is a cryptocurrency. You could bring it to an exchange, trade that out for Bitcoin, Litecoin, trade that for fiat if you wanted. You can literally start earning, like, pay your rent with the money that you're earning in this game.
So is there a demand for these tokens outside of the game, you think?
Well, some people use it to go sort of hedge against everything else in crypto. It is somewhat of a stable coin. It's got like a real user base. We have hundreds of thousands of people.
Why is it a stable coin?
Because it's not a true stable coin, but it has algorithmic features so that when demand and price is high, it prints more. And then when demand is low and price is low, it prints less. And so it tries to point to a common price. And it doesn't do that perfectly, and it doesn't do it instantaneously, but the design of the coin pushes it towards a stable value.
Well, philosophically, why would you want the currency to be stable?
Well, when you're transacting and you have like a card on the market, let's say I want to go sell my Lord of Darkness, right? Like that card, I want to know how much money I'm getting for that. And I don't want it to be a third as much on Tuesday and 5 times as much on Wednesday.
Well, that just sounds like Bitcoin in real life.
Well, it is. I mean, and that you want, it's a mix. You want the volatility because you want the potential for these things to go to the moon. But at other times you're like, well, no, we have people that are like actively earning this to be able to pay their rent. And they don't want to know if like the amount of money that they have is going down a lot in a given day.
What you're describing, Aggroed, is actually, some economists would argue, the basic tenet of what a currency should be. And the reason why a lot of these DeFi protocols can never be used as a form of payment because of its inherent volatility. What you're saying is for something to be used as a form of payment in-game or in real life, for example, it has to have price stability, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, we want both, right? So in our game, we have dark energy crystals, but we also have something called a Splinter Shard. And that's like a governance token in our game. And that one, we really want to fluctuate and let the market decide what is that worth? Why are you holding it? How are you earning it? What are you staking it on? And that, the combination of the two, we want one that provides a relatively stable amount of economic stability and one that, market forces can push up or down so that, people can choose to own that, to stake it, to participate in our economy and hope for a better future.
You say when you win matches, you earn cryptocurrencies. How does that work? Who's issuing these cryptos?
So it's kind of like Bitcoin mining, right? Okay. So there's no one, you don't go to somebody and say, please, sir, issue me some Bitcoin. Right. The network is what issues it. And the same thing happens in our game. The network is constantly inflating the dark energy crystals. There are things that take it out of circulation too, but it's not like Splinterlands as a corporation is actually printing it. It's the protocol behind Splinterlands that is putting it into circulation.
Is there a finite supply or no?
No, but we are okay with it not being a finite supply because there's also sinks built into the game.
Okay.
So like there's guilds, and if you want to upgrade your guild, you have to burn the dark energy crystals. And so yes, there's inflation, but there's also sinks. And as long as these things are sort of comparable, or you have more new players coming in, the price of that currency continues to go up or it stays stable.
Okay. So what's the appeal of Splinterlands, would you say? Why do you have so many users? Is it because of the DeFi aspect?
You know, there's a lot of different things to it. One, I think we're one of the easiest ways to get into crypto, period.
Okay.
And so we built on a chain that's a little bit less known. We're on the Hive blockchain, and it doesn't have any gas fees. So when you sign up, you can swipe a credit card, buy some packs, and just start playing. Whereas in like other games that are maybe Ethereum based, you have to go to Coinbase or Voyager, get Ethereum, download MetaMask, transfer it in, possibly wrap your Ethereum, and then you can start using it maybe after like a $200 gas fee. And it's just asking people to do that much to get started is too much. So in our game, it's kind of like a Web 2.0 sign up, but you are right into blockchain experience right away. And then after that, the game is fun. Our community is amazing. Just like, I feel like they're my family. I feel like this is my home. And it's the game, it's the economy, and it's the community. And you need all three of those. And I have people that have messaged me and said, because of this game, I've become a millionaire. And we got something like 2 or 3 dozen accounts that are now $1 million.
Playing video games is useful.
Yes, exactly. It's not like the old days where you just like burn cash. These are digital assets.
You have to be
own.
good at it. That's the key, though, right?
Well, yes, but there's also ways that you can rent the cards. There's so much money that you can earn by playing that you can actually just rent them like assets. And so, once this game started blowing up, I didn't have as much time to play it. So now what I do is I rent my collection. And it's one of the easiest forms of passive income in the world. I used to rent a property and you'd have to kick out your deadbeat tenants. You'd have to maintain the grass, pay the taxes, deal with your noisy neighbors. There's none of that. It's all blockchain based. There's nothing that somebody could steal or ruin or break. It's really convenient.
So users are probably wondering from the CEO, what's the next expansion? What's the next development?
Yep, so right now we have Chaos Legion. So I sold out of 5 different card packs already. We're in our 3.5 year of business. So I've sold out of 5 card packs. I sold out of land. I sold out of skins. We're currently right now we're going into the general sale of our 6th card edition, which is called Chaos Legion. And so that's kind of the big project for us right now, trying to just get your, it's a new opportunity. People haven't been able to buy cards for 5 months because we sold out. And we don't just keep printing, there's limited times and opportunities when we're actually launching cards. And so kind of controlling the overall supply and keeping it finite is part of what makes players so excited to finally get new cards. So that's happening right now.
Last question, Aggroed. Outside of Splinterlands, what's your favorite video game?
Going back, Legend of Zelda was pretty awesome.
Legend of Zelda, yeah. N64?
I think it's the original Nintendo that I played.
The original Nintendo.
It's just I remember being sick as a kid, and I had to stay home for a week, and I just sat and I beat Zelda, and that, as like an 8-year-old, that's still kind of a magical experience.
That brings back fond childhood memories. My favorite game was Star Fox 64.
Nice.
So that was I grew up in the 90s, so that was a lot of fun. I remember a lot of after school sessions spent playing Star Fox. But
I just like that this now makes it have value, right? It's not the, hey, look at all this time I've wasted. It's look at all this time I've spent. I built the community. I now have more wealth because of these digital assets that I've earned. I'm helping people across the world have economic opportunity they never would have had before. This is life-changing, and that's what matters so much.
I justify my video game playing experience with my parents by saying, look, I'm not wasting time, I'm building friendships.
Yeah.
Because I play multiplayer.
Yeah. But imagine you could do that
Exactly, and make money,
increase
yeah.
value. I mean, that to me is just so critical.
Aggroed, thank you so much
Yeah,
for coming on the
this was a pleasure.
show.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, absolute pleasure. And thank you for watching Kitco News, Splinterlands. Go play it, go check it out. I'm David Lin.
Kitco News special coverage of the DCentral Miami conference is brought to you by Cook Finance, a revolution in DeFi asset management.